Okay, it is a warning against Americans traveling to Mexico. There has been many incidents now of what they call tainted drinks, and these are alcoholic drinks that were spiked with drugs. And what they're doing to Americans now when they travel there, they're drugging them. The women are getting raped and robbed. And if there's a couple, they rape the woman and rob both the man and the woman. And by the time they come around, the deed is done and they have no money and don't know what happened, cannot recall what even took place to them. And one American woman, she was 20 years old, drowned in a pool after her drink was spiked. The Mexicans are doing this in retaliation for all the things that Trump has done. If you can recall, during his campaign, he was calling them rapists. And then he was telling everybody he was going to get the wall put up and make Mexico pay for it. And we also know deportations have been happening all over the country. So in retaliation, they are going after Americans that travel there. All right, so tourists to all-inclusive resorts in Mexico suspect they were given tainted alcohol. So, and there's also been a recent warning for anybody that wants to travel, travel advisory on Mexico. The scene at the swim up bar at the Mexico resort where Abby Connor was pulled, I guess that's lifeless from the pool in January, was full of young tourists last month when an attorney hired by Connor's family showed up. It wasn't surprising. It was a typical scene at an all-inclusive five-star resort where foreigners from both sides of the equator flock to escape their cold winters. But as he watched, the attorney noticed something disturbing. They served alcoholic drinks with alcohol of bad quality and in great amounts, mixing different types of drinks, he wrote in his native Spanish. That single paragraph buried near the end of a 4-page report summarizing how 20-year-old Connor drowned within a couple of hours after arriving at the Uber Star, Hotel and Resorts. Okay, so, her death was, she actually drunk, from what it's saying, 2 drinks, and then she went swimming, and she was found dead in the swimming pool. All right, and it can shed some light on the circumstances surrounding the numerous reports from others who have told the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel they experienced sickness, blackouts, and injuries after drinking at the same hotel that this young lady died in. All right, here's a video. We're going to go ahead and play the video. Okay, well, I don't know. It doesn't seem to be playing, but this is the young lady right here in the gray dress that was found dead in a pool. And then after her death, there were several people and couples that came forward talking about their experiences of getting sick and blacking out and in the same hotel. Some of the women said they were raped. They can tell they were raped. And they were also robbed of all of their money. And all of these people were traveling there from America. All right, since it's not playing, we'll just move on. They told the Journal Sentinel they believed they were drugged or The alcohol may have been tainted. They questioned how they could fall into a stupor so quickly and whether they had been targeted. Was it robbery? In one case, two teenage brothers from Minnesota on vacation with their parents woke up covered in mud with no shirts or shoes and their wallets and cell phones missing. They had gotten separated during the night. One had a severed rash all over his leg. Neither could remember what happened. Sexual assault. One Wisconsin woman interviewed by the Journal Sentinel said she was assaulted while both she and her husband were unconscious, something supported by an exam done by her OBGYN when she returned to Neenah. Her husband woke up with a broken hand, a boxer's break that his doctor said likely resulted from hitting someone, but also no memory of what happened. Extortion. In at least 3 cases, travelers reported at local hospitals, part of the Hospiton chain, appeared in a gouging them and demanding large sums of money, gouging them. Okay, gouging them and demanding large sums of money. So it looks like they were traveling and somebody probably drugged them and then, with the bad alcohol and tried to extort large sums of money from them. One man was told to take a cab to an ATM. The vacationers suspected my question is, before I go any further, if this resort in Mexico is notorious for doing this to Americans, why are Americans still going there? They must really don't know about the previous people at the Eberstar. Okay, the vacationers suspect the Eberstar might be in cahoots with the medical company. The resort's contract with Hospiton and refers sick and injured guests to Hospiton facilities. Abby Connor family paid $17,000 to a small medical clinic in Playa del Carmen, and within several hours paid tens of thousands more to a hospital in Cancun, northern of the resort, where Abby and her brother were transferred. Others can find no motive or their suspected drugging. Could it be that attorney for Connor family allotted to, in his report, all-inclusive resorts using cheap bootleg booze to cut costs? In 2015, reports from Mexico's Tax Administration Service found that 43% of all the alcohol consumed in the nation is illegal, produced under unregulated circumstances, resulting in potentially dangerous concoctions. Wow. I mean, just that alone would make me not even want to drink anything in Mexico. At this point, I wouldn't even drink the water there. The National Health Authorities in Mexico has seized more than 1.4 million gallons of adulterated alcohol since 2010, not just from small local establishments, but from hotels and other entertainment areas, according to a 2017 report by the country's Federal Commission for Protection Against Health Risk. The bootleg alcohol could be fused with grain alcohol or dangerous concentrations of methanol, cheap alternatives to producing ethanol, government reports warn. And the mixtures are capable of making people extremely sick. The blackouts have happened to men and women, young and old, singles and to couples, according to interviews with nearly dozens travelers and family members whose loved ones died or were injured at the resorts, as well as hospital records, ambulance receipts, hotel correspondence, and other documents. They have happened at Uberstar property in Cancun and the company's cluster of 30 miles to the south of Playa del Carmen. And they've happened to guest at all inclusive resorts in the region, such as Secrets and the Grand Oasis. So my thing is, ladies and gentlemen, even if you are, especially Black people, you are not going to be excluded if you go to Mexico. I would strongly advise everybody at this point to stay away from Mexico. It is not safe, especially in this particular climate with Trump in office, and he has damn near insulted everybody that's not white up in this country. And it's just not safe. And, there's a lot of people out here now looking to retaliate against the U.S. And what better way of doing it if, you walk right into their trap right in there, right in Mexico. You're pretty much at their mercy. You're in their country. They can drug you and steal from you and rape you and do whatever they want. And you are not going to be protected there. None of these people that came forward, including this young lady that died, were protected. I'm going to try one more time and see if the video will play. No. Okay. It's fine. All right. But tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comments and subscribe. And if you can donate to my channel, please do. Peace, family.